Hi guys. Misha. Everything I say is not financial advice, my personal opinion. Let's take a look at the markets and what they have for us today. Russell, corrects to the 0.5. This is too close to wave level. The bar level is too close to the wave level. Also looks like an exhaustion volume. So the whole thing is flimsy. The whole thing is flimsy. Needs to come here. I don't think so, but use spy. You need a closed manipulation signal. That was an entry right here, but too far beyond the level of superior. There was no level yet, man. Too far beyond the hourly level. Hourly level was here by then. Volume distribution was right though. Yeah, but it's not the 0.5. From this 0.5, you could expect something like this. But here only locally continuation of the trend though. The thing went down. The thing went down as it should have. DTM, Pazi, Merrick. AMD. It's too far in the support zone already. Nasdaq is right there. It's a level. Boom. I'm sorry. They say when we sneeze, it's like micro orgasm in the brain, the same area of brain is stimulated. I don't know if it's false or true, but sure enough, it feels like that to me. So happy orgasm, Mishka. Micro orgasm. It's like a 1 bar rule, technically. Maybe not. Regardless, it's counter-trend balance. Still higher highs, still somewhat higher lows. Uh, biggest volume, at least for here. Yeah, I mean, it's not workable, operable. It's not operable. I learned the word from the Hermoso Chavez's week off, as they call it, 2.0. I'd rather call it Wyckoff because I think that's what it is. And this break is not operable. Okay. Sorry, I'm sniffing. Sniffing, what do you call it in English? When you fix your nose all the time. It's magic. It's magic. This is too far from 0.5, however, and it's a break on year. It's a counter trend on monthly, but now in a break. And this thing was absolutely unvolumed. Was absolutely unvolumed. And then we have this day. Only something super quick. I don't like how downward trend trades occupied the short term, appropriate the short term. I always want to say like short trade, but I mean quick, not the, well, short in this specific case as well, but meaning quick, meaning there's a small take profit. Volume distribution is not the best. However, this bar is also part of this extremum, so possibly. I'll keep it open. Boom. This now is the biggest volume. Yeah, there's nothing here. Boom. And we're at 0.5. But here, look at it. We are at 0.5. And at 0.5, we have the biggest volume. So yeah. So then it looks more like a reversal. Still good for something quick on first swing. Boom. Trade I didn't take. Would have ended up with 3.7 Rs. I think I just missed it. I wasn't at the monitor. Probably would have taken it otherwise. Well, yeah, it's at the level right now in continuation of the trend. Again, so the same as FCX, I think, just all the way around. It's like too deep of a break for a short trade on FCX, and it's like too deep of a break for a long trade in continuation of the trend. More likely it's gonna break in an hour than hold the level. We will observe. That's what we do. We do profitable observation of the market. Here in Roman strategy. My modification of Wyckoff method has been developed and cultivated by Roman Falaleyev. Therefore, I call it Roman trading. The heck is this? Okay. It's a daily watch. Counter trend reversed, now in correction. Days are weird. Yeah, yeah. But let's say still all right. For whatever it wants to do. I refuse to unite this thing. The wave was born. Tune. So nothing here looks like it could work. However, rules are rules. I'm disciplinarian. You know, I'm a scholar. I'm a scholar of finance. Rules are rules, therefore needs to be obeyed. Come on. Trading view. Thank you. Yep, no. Oh yeah, it's right there. It's in 0.5. We are in continuation of the trend. However, if you look at the day, please look at the day. It's inside candle. And look how much of a tail the previous bar had. Therefore, look at this volume. It's last hour of the day. That's still last hour of the day. So the sign of strength still holds. But it's also the biggest. Yeah, drink. Looks more like an exhaustion, doesn't it? Still biggest here too. But regardless, I'd rather see it in an exhaustion than continuation of the trend. The biggest volume of the wave in not in the beginning of the way is never a good sign. That's one of the, like, it's not officially bullish trap, but I'd call it so because it's where market sees a long day bar and everyone is excited and greedy towards continuation of the trend. However, that doesn't happen, and instead everyone says it's institutional buying, whereas it's smart money sell to the excited retailers. We have this volume. Yeah. There was absolutely no wave here. No, I don't think it's a good idea. There is absolutely no wave, 2 bars. And then down. Yeah, these bars are equal. So technically it never broke any levels. And previous levels are here. Yeah, I think it needs to break and reverse. It needs to change direction. And looking on the hour, it's pretty sharp. A lot of stuff we have on the table, ladies and gentlemen. My biggest takeaway from the recent vertical I actually produced is that gentleman has instead of eh. That was a surprise. English is weird, is all I'm saying. Super irregular. Nothing pronounces the way it writes. Nothing sounds the way it looks to me. Hmm. Yeah. Continuation, but look at this continuation, how flimsy is the word of the day. And there's actually one bar level. And it's a balance. Oh, that's the test level as well. That's not a break. It can't have a test. No, it can. So yeah, rather this level is not. Yes. Let's clean up my mess. Now we're in the break, but inside bar. You know what I mean? Let's call it a balance. Hey, by the way, why did I break this balance at all? There's definitely 1, 2, 1, 2. It's definitely balance. Hey, mister, your charging is off. That is what has been really happening with this guy as of lately. Break, balance, and ever since then, this balance was just growing. So, what am I looking at again on daily? Ah, this thing. Yeah, this. Well, all right. It's too far. It needs to go to 0.5. Here we go. It's expanding balance, so we would need a test for this guy. I feel like I like something about it. It's about the biggest volume. These volumes are real, but it's a good volume. Coincidence of the levels. Continuation, continuation. Volume distribution is not terrible. It's a, and it's 1 bar rule, by the way. So now, as weird as it is, the biggest volume is this. Here. Super technically, it's um, wait, this is bigger volume and this is bigger. Yeah, so no, it doesn't work like this. Technically, this was a part of this manipulation of this level. So maybe that can be deducted because even though it was a break, but the splash of volume here is manipulation. Oh, in anyway, if this was a manipulation, then this would be the next. Yeah, it's bigger, I can see it. So, and we're also past our turning point. It doesn't matter because we already passed our turning point on yearly. Yeah, interesting. But we also passed our turning point on monthly everywhere. So now back to this guy. The only thing is doable here is a quick day trade. And that's what it does on daily. The heck is this? Um, by the way, that was a spring of this level. But yeah, it's not operable. Telling you it's the word of the day. Gentleman and operable. How can it be like there's something I understand like A B C D E. Oh yeah, E is E. Just for me it's eh. That's why gentleman. Just in Russian mind the E is yeah. That's why it's so hard for me to get used. It was a good exhaustion and it bounced, and now this range on inferior time frame is absolutely not operable. Yeah, I see. That was not a good idea for entry at all because there's no wave that has happened here. Uh, Boom. We are at previous thing in continuation of the trend. And here I think it's not a good idea to it broke the level, confirmed, so yeah. But if it broke the level. Madame and Monsieur, the level is broken. So it needs to come here. Same deal. Yeah, I mean, I have to agree that probably crypto market is smoother for speculations where uh United States stock market is jerky. It's probably better for investment operations. You know what I mean? Because it breaks the pattern all the time and then goes um the direction. The heck is going on here? It's a balance now. Welcome to the balance. Boom. We are in 0.5. Continuation of the trend. Continuation of the trend. Oh my gosh, I did this in 1 month. Yeah. Volume distribution is not that fast. That's 19th of December. So forget it. Send it to Dagestan. 2-3 years, forget it. I'm not a wrestler, but I'm Russian, so probably that's why it's funny for me. Yeah. I wouldn't send my child to Dagestan. For sure. For sure. But I wouldn't want my child to become a wrestler either, so probably that's why. There is like real volumes here, so don't neglect it. Costco goes up. Rude. Costco rude. Lean. Yeah, this is not operable. Whatever happened here. Yeah. Let's see gainers and losers. Russian markets opened. Doom. It's getting there. Best Buy. Citigroup is getting there. Qualcomm. The heck is this? Rosneft. Is it 0.5 right now? Of this whole thing. And there are some volumes to, you know, to support this theory. It's a balance. Rosneft is not that desperate. I chicken out of this trade. I started it and I've noticed something and I closed it prematurely. It's also part of this movement. But even without it, and we're above it right now, so I think it's fair to, yeah. And it's a balance. So we're good up to here at least. Am I getting into trouble again? I just topped up my balances on the Russian market. And am I getting into trouble again? I think it's good. Yeah, I'll be watching it. Looks good. Long as balance. That's a good level. I mean, it doesn't matter anymore, but still, kind of does. We're above, yeah, that was initiative takeover. There's the levels, and boom, we jump over them, and yeah, it looks good. It's counter trend, but it's 0.5, and it's in the balance. So we've stopped here, maybe an exhaustion level, first attempt exhaustion level, and then spring, spring, and then another spring. Yeah, looks good. Heck is this? Why did I disqualify? Put this on the monthly watch. Anyone knows? Correction on the city. And then I don't know why I disqualified this. thing. Yeah. Um, it's kind of trend. Yeah, yeah, that's weird. If it's weird, I just leave it alone. That's the best I can do for myself. Okay, that's enough. Look at Baba. What's going on in China? Silver Trust. Ooh. Yeah, it's 50-50 now. I have absolutely no argument to say that it will bounce of 0.5. That's why I let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Da, 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 da. Oh, that's the gold, Polish zolota. You know, it might be interesting. They talk about gold so much on the news. I think it's gonna go down soon. I don't do news analysis, but if one of the biggest American brokers sends out a newsletter recommending to buy gold for retirement plans, saying that you have to have gold in your retirement. First of all, this is crooked beyond any measure to expropriate uh, retirement savings from the people that trust you like this. Because the reason they keep their money at your brokerage is because they trust you. And then you tell them to buy gold when it's at all-time highs. So that you can close your long positions. This is so crooked. I personally think, in my humble opinion, this is crooked. A second, that's a good sign that should be, you know, that we should not belong on gold for sure. And maybe start shopping around um, for a short trade. And I wouldn't get enemies in the ranks of big brokerage. They do their thing, I do mine. And still, bad karma. I'm expropriating other market participants' money, but in an honest manner. I'm not even sure. I think it's legal to, but some malpractice can be proven, probably. Uh, when the broker, not only broker, they're also managing funds, retirement included, gives a recommendation that's against the common sense. Maybe there is some space for a class case. on the basis of malpractice. But I don't think any law firm uh, in their good sense will go in their senses will go. They're going to be some fanatics. Sounds like a cool gig for me. What happened here? Oh, Comcast had some readjustment for whatever reason. Mm. Still in all good places on the year. Wait. Hold on, wait a moment. It's 15th. Yeah, 15th, and the whole thing is 19th. Anyways, um, yeah, I'm not sure on what happened here. That's what we have. Yeah, no, I don't think any of this is a good idea. So, yeah, this makes no sense. Okay, we're slightly like drifting down now, far enough from transition extremum to call it a T2. We call it a T2. This is all gonna break. Yeah, this is all gonna break. You'll be removing a lot of stock from the open tabs in 15 minutes. Wow. And that's on volume spring. No, it's and it's a break actually. It's a break or so. Uh, It's way too far from 0.5. And it's in the support zone. Way too from 0.5. Gives us levels. It's gonna break. I have it open. Yeah, I have it open. Rosneft is interesting. Artificial intelligence didn't wait long. I'm gonna leave you there. You guys trade responsibly on your own. Never listen to anyone. No one knows anything. Learn and grow in the communities of like-minded people, such as myself.